Yes, We Can by Sam McBratney. Little Roo was chasing leaves one windy day. Roo's friends, Country Mouse and Quacker Duck, were waiting to play with him. "Let's make a big pile of leaves," said Roo. "A mountain of leaves," said Country Mouse. "The biggest ever seen," quacked Duck. They began to collect up all the leaves they could find, but making a leaf mountain is hard work, so after a while they stopped for a rest. While they were resting, Little Roo said to his friend Quacker Duck, "I know something you can't do. You can't jump over a big, big log." "Yes, I can," said Quacker Duck. Quacker Duck tried as hard as she could, but little ducks aren't made to jump over big, big logs. Country Mouse thought it was so funny when Quacker Duck fell over the fallen down tree. "Don't you laugh at me," said Quacker Duck to Country Mouse. "I know something you can't do. You can't float on a puddle." "Yes, I can," said Country Mouse. So Country Mouse tried to float on the puddle. But a little mouse isn't really made for floating. Little Roo thought it was so funny when Country Mouse crawled out of the water soaking wet and dripping. "Don't you laugh at me," said Country Mouse. "I know something you can't do. You can't catch your own tail." "Yes, I can," said Roo. Roo tried as hard as he could to catch his own tail, but his tail would not be caught. It was too far away. Country Mouse and Quacker Duck laughed and laughed as Roo ran around in circles. "Don't you dare laugh at me," cried Roo. "Well, you laughed at me," said Mouse, "and you laughed at me," said Duck. No one was happy. No one was happy because each had made fun of someone else and someone else had made fun of them. Instead of making the biggest mountain of leaves that anyone had ever seen, they looked as if they might all go home in a bad mood. Little Roo's mother came over to see what the fuss was about. "I'm not surprised the three of you look so grumpy," she said. "Nobody likes to be laughed at." It was true. No one liked to be laughed at. "Why don't you show each other what you can do?" said Roo's mom. Roo cried, "I can jump over a big, big log." He hopped up and over the fallen down tree. "That's really good jumping," the others said. "I can float on a puddle," said Quacker Duck, taking to the water with ease. "That's really excellent floating," the others agreed. And when Country Mouse caught his own tail, Little Roo and Quacker Duck thought that his tail catching was the best they'd ever seen. "There now," said Roo's mother. "Can we all be friends again?" Little Roo, Country Mouse, and Quacker Duck looked at one another. They were all thinking the same thing. "Yes, we can."